AITA for telling my girlfriend's parents the truth about why we broke up? I'm a 28-year-old guy, and my ex Emily is 26. We dated for a little over 3 years. It wasn't always easy, but for a long time I really thought she was the person I'd end up marrying. We met in college, stayed together through graduation, moved to the same city, and even talked about buying a place together once we were financially stable. We met each other's families, spent holidays together, and had what I thought was a solid foundation built on trust. I guess I was wrong about that part. About a year before our breakup, I started noticing little things that didn't feel right. She became glued to her phone. She started guarding it like it contained state secrets. She'd laugh at messages and then quickly put it face down. When I asked who she was texting, she'd say, "Just friends from work, or you don't know them." I tried not to be that paranoid boyfriend, so I let it go. Around the same time, she began to pull away emotionally. She didn't seem as affectionate, stopped making plans for the future, and every disagreement turned into an argument about how I was too serious or too controlling. I thought maybe we were just growing apart, but I didn't suspect cheating, not yet. One night, about 2 months before our anniversary, she went out for girls' night. I was cool with it, I had plans to hang with some buddies. But she didn't come home until 4 a.m. When she walked in, she looked startled that I was awake. I asked where she'd been, and she snapped, "Why are you waiting up? Don't you trust me?" That was the moment my stomach sank. When someone answers a simple question with hostility, they're hiding something. A week later, I found out the truth completely by accident. I'd borrowed her laptop to check an email because mine was updating. Her messages were synced to it. I wasn't snooping, but there it was. A conversation with a coworker named Ryan. The first few lines were harmless, then I scrolled down and froze. The messages were explicit, not vague flirting, but full-on confessions of affection and nights they'd spent together when I was at work. I stared at the screen for a long time, half numb, half angry. When she got home, I told her what I'd seen. I expected denial or maybe tears, but she just sighed and said, "I figured you'd find out eventually." That sentence broke something inside me. No remorse, no apology, just resignation, like she'd been waiting for the moment to come so she could stop pretending. She admitted it had been going on for about 4 months. She claimed it wasn't serious, that she didn't mean to hurt me, and that it just happened. I told her people don't accidentally cheat for 4 months. She tried to justify it by saying I'd been emotionally distant, which was laughable considering she'd been the one pulling away. I told her to pack her stuff and leave. The breakup was messy. She cried, begged me not to tell anyone, especially her parents. I didn't care at that point. I wasn't out to ruin her life, I just wanted her gone. So I let her move her things out quietly, and that was that. A few weeks later, her mom called me. She said she'd heard we broke up and was so sorry things didn't work out. Her family had always liked me, they thought I was good for Emily. Her mom said Emily was heartbroken and that I'd been emotionally unavailable. Apparently, that was the story Emily told them, that I was cold, distant and stopped caring, so she had no choice but to end it. I didn't correct her mom right then. I just said, "I hope she's doing okay," and got off the phone. But then the messages started. Her dad texted me saying he didn't understand how I could just give up on someone who loved me. Her younger sister met me on Instagram asking what really happened. I ignored them at first. It wasn't my place to start drama, and I didn't want to be the guy who drags an ex publicly. Then, about a month later, I ran into her parents at the grocery store. Her mom hugged me like nothing had happened and said, "We're so sad you two couldn't work things out. Emily told us you shut down emotionally and wouldn't talk about your feelings." That did it. I smiled politely, said goodbye, and left, but I was boiling inside. That night, I got a long email from her mom. She said Emily was struggling, that she blamed herself for not being enough for me, and that they just wanted to understand what went wrong. She asked, "If you could tell us what happened, really happened, maybe we could help her heal." I stared at that email for a long time. I knew if I told them the truth, it would blow up her relationship with her parents. But I also hated that I'd been painted as some cold, neglectful boyfriend who'd abandoned her. She cheated on me. She lied to me. She manipulated the narrative to save face. After sleeping on it, I decided honesty was better than silence. I wrote back carefully and said, "I don't want to cause drama, but I think you deserve the truth. Emily and I didn't break up because I was distant. We broke up because she had been seeing someone else for several months. I found out, confronted her, and ended the relationship. I'm not angry anymore, but I couldn't stay after that." That was it. I didn't name the guy or go into explicit detail. I hit send and went to bed. The next day, chaos erupted. Emily called me over and over. I ignored her. Then she sent a text. "You had no right to tell them. You've destroyed my family's trust in me." Apparently, her parents confronted her that morning, and she admitted it was true. Her mom cried, her dad yelled, and her sister blocked her on social media. She moved out of her apartment 2 days later. Now she says I ruined her life, and that I only told them out of revenge. Her friends started messaging me saying I was petty, vindictive, and should have kept quiet. But her family deserved to know the truth, especially since they kept contacting me for closure. Here's the thing, I didn't tell her employer, her friends, or post anything online. I only responded directly to her parents when they asked me. I wasn't out for revenge, I just wanted to stop being blamed for something I didn't do. Still, a part of me feels guilty. I know how close she was to her parents. She used to call her mom every night. Now they barely speak. I never wanted to destroy that bond. But she's the one who lied to them, not me. When I explained the situation to my best friend, he said, "You did the right thing. Actions have consequences." Another friend told me I should have kept my mouth shut. It's not your job to teach her a lesson. My mom said she's proud I told the truth. My sister said she wouldn't have had the guts. But even with their support, I can't help wondering if I crossed a line. I wasn't looking for revenge, but maybe part of me did want her to face the consequences of what she did. Maybe I wanted her parents to see her the way I finally did. Not as the sweet, perfect daughter, but as someone who broke trust for convenience. Last week, Emily sent one final message: "You win. My parents hate me. I hope you're happy." I didn't reply. There's nothing left to say. So now I'm asking, am I the aholi for telling my ex's parents the truth about why we broke up? Asterisk asterisk. Was I wrong to defend myself when they reached out, or was I just setting the record straight? I didn't spread rumors, I didn't embellish, I just told the truth. But maybe some truths are better left unsaid.